have the votes.
But we have the votes.
And you are going to follow the law.
And you are going to follow the law.
We're going to have a decent country again.
And we're going to have a decent country again.
We're going to start investing in our children again.
And we're going to start investing in our children again.
And across America, they're hearing this message.
And across America, they're hearing this message.
And around the world today, they're hearing this message.
And around the world today, they're hearing this message.
This is the beginning of change, long overdue.
This is the beginning of change, long overdue.
Ronald Reagan put us on a path of disaster.
Ronald Reagan put us on a path of disaster.
30 years ago.
30 years ago.
Said cut the taxes for the rich.
Said cut the taxes for the rich.
Squeeze the poor.
Squeeze the poor.
Throw people out of help.
Throw people out of help.
Don't educate the children.
Don't educate the children.
And every president since then.
And every president since then
Has followed in the same path.
has followed in the same path.
Because the big money pays them.
Because the big money pays
And
them.
they sup with the rich and the billionaires.
They suck with the rich and the
And
billionaires.
it's over now.
And it's over now.
We need a new direction in this country.
We need a new direction in this country.
You don't need millions of dollars to get elected in America. You just need to reach the people.
You don't need billions of dollars to get elected in America. You just need to reach the people.
Barack Obama.
Obama.
Stop having dinners.
Stop having dinners
With $35,000 a plate.
with $35,000 a plate.
We don't want to see you on Wall Street.
We don't want to see you on Wall
We
Street.
want to see you in Queens and Brooklyn and the Bronx and Harlem.
We want to see you in Queens and Brooklyn and the Bronx and Harlem,
Where people live.
where people
We
live.
don't need to see you in the Four Seasons restaurant.
We don't need to see you in the Four Seasons
We
restaurant.
don't need to see you dining every week
We don't need to see you dining every week
with rich people.
with rich
We
people.
don't need to see the whole White House
We don't need to see the whole White House
staffed with Wall Street.
staffed with Wall Street.
Why is your chief of staff
Why is your chief of staff
from J.P. Morgan?
from J.P. Morgan?
Why is the head of the budget office
Why is the head of the budget office
from Citigroup?
from Citigroup?
Why is your chief economic advisor
Why is your chief economic advisor
a former worker with Goldman Sachs?
a former worker with Goldman Sachs?
Why is it that everyone there is from Wall Street?
Why is it that everyone there is from Wall Street?
We need a White House that represents the country again.
We need a White House that represents the country again.
You promised this, President Obama.
You promised this, President Obama.
promised change.
You promised change.
We're calling on you today
We're calling on you today
to stop catering to the billionaires.
to stop catering to the billionaires
Stop catering to the millionaires.
and stop catering to the
You
millionaires.
don't need $1 billion for your campaign.
You don't need $1 billion for your campaign.
Send your political advisors home.
Send your political advisors home.
Send the people back to Wall Street.
Send the people back to Wall Street.
Then you'll win re-election.
Then you'll win re-election.
Because then you'll have the people with you.
Because then you'll have the people with you.
They'll remember why they voted for you.
They'll remember why they voted for
You
you.
have to remember why you ran for office.
And you have to remember why you ran for office.
You ran to change this country.
You ran to change this country,
Not to have dinner with the millionaires.
not to have dinner with the billionaires.
This country will change when politicians understand how to get the votes in this country.
This country will change when politicians understand how to get the votes in this country.
When they speak to us again.
When they speak to us again.
Because we have the free media.
Because we have the free media.
Because you reach people all over this country.
Because you reach people all over this country.
You don't need money to do it.
You don't need money to do it.
Just put it on YouTube.
Just put it on
It'll
YouTube.
spread.
And it'll spread.
This is the way to do politics in America now.
This is the way to do politics in America today.
Young people here.
And young people here,
You're in the lead.
you're in the lead.
You know how to do this.
You know how to do
You don't
this.
have to raise money.
You don't have to raise money.
You just have to show the camera.
You just have to show the camera.
You just have to put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook, get it tweeted, get it out there.
You just have to put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook, get it out there.
Because this is how news spreads in America.
Because this is how news spreads in
You
America.
don't have to buy ads on Fox, cable, phony news.
You don't have to buy ads on Fox Cable phony news.
You don't have to advertise in that junk newspaper, the Wall Street Journal.
You don't have to advertise in that junk newspaper, the Wall Street Journal.
People are tired of the lies.
People are tired of the lies.
Aren't we?
Aren't we?
Are we?
So the change is starting here.
And you carry the message.
You've
already made it reach millions.
You've already made it reach millions.
Last
week,
I was in LA.
I was in LA.
I was in San Francisco.
I was in San Francisco.
I was in Seattle.
I was in Seattle.
There's the Occupy movement everywhere.
There's the Occupy movement everywhere.
Everywhere I went.
Everywhere I went.
People are proud of what you're doing.
People are proud of what you're doing.
They want to be part of it.
They want to be part of it.
Out across this country.
Out across this country.
Ready to change things.
They're ready to change
You
things.
have the energy to do it.
You have the energy to do it.
You have the websites to do it.
You have the websites to do it.
The cameras to do it.
You have the cameras to do
You
it.
have the voice to do it.
You have the voice to do it.
Go to it.
Go to it.
Thank you very much.
I'm happy to discuss
Any issue you'd like to raise.
any issue you'd like to raise.
We can brainstorm.
We can brainstorm.
We can think about the economy.